Well, by now you've heard about it, an outrageous drunk driving case shining a spotlight on a possible immigration loophole. And it has a Virginia lawmaker demanding information from the federal government. The suspect, Carlos Montano of Bolivia, has 2 prior convictions for drunk driving. He was awaiting deportation when his hearing was postponed and he was released. He allegedly got behind the wheel drunk again, this time causing a crash that killed an 86-year-old nun. Now, a Virginia lawmaker wants to know how many illegal immigrants may have been released from federal custody. He joins us now. Corey Stewart is chairman of the board of supervisors of Prince William County. Corey, thanks for joining us this afternoon. Tell us what you want done about this case, and is the federal government meeting your demands?
Well, I've got some news for you. Just 3 days ago, and then again yesterday, we asked on Fox News for the federal government, the administration, to disclose the names of every illegal alien that we have handed over to them who had committed a crime, who they let go. And just this morning, I discussed it with ICE officials, and they have agreed, as of this morning, to release all of that information, the names, and the whereabouts of those illegal aliens who committed crimes.
Wow, that is...
They've also agreed...
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Well, they've also said that they're going to be building more detention center space in the Commonwealth of Virginia. They recognize that they have a problem, and that that detention center space will be built in Farmville, Virginia, to help hold these illegal aliens in jail until they're deported.
Now, does that satisfy you? Are they meeting your demand that you put out?
Well, they've met that demand, and this is progress. But what we're going to find out here, Kelly, is that this is just the tip of the iceberg. We're going to find out in Prince William County, Virginia, how many illegal aliens have been released by federal officials. We've given them 3,000 illegal aliens who've committed crimes since 2007. Now we're going to find out how many of those have been released back into our neighborhoods. But what we ultimately got to find out, and Congress is going to have to demand this information, is what is the picture for the entire country? How many illegal aliens have been handed over to ICE for deportation, and how many have been let go, and in which localities have they been let go?
Corey, Virginia has been in news quite a bit lately, not only for immigration but also health care. What's happening down there in the Commonwealth that's causing the federal government to raise its eyebrow and actually respond to you and react to your demand to say, look, let's not let someone innocent be killed again by someone who should have been in jail or deported. Let's make sure that you step up, federal government, to help us out here in the Commonwealth. And now it's happening. What are you doing?
Well, I think, you know, Virginia is it's the state of presidents. It is a leadership state. It always has provided leadership for the United States as a whole. And I think that our proximity to Washington, D.C. Gives us just a little bit more attention than other states. And clearly we're starting to see some progress here. The Obama administration is very embarrassed by their policy of releasing criminal illegal aliens back into the communities. And we've got congressmen like Bill Bray from Southern California and Steve King from Iowa, and my own Frank Wolf, congressman from my area, have been very helpful in getting this information. When the American people find out that the Obama administration is releasing criminal illegal aliens back into neighborhoods when they know they pose a threat to public safety, they're going to be disgusted and they're going to demand change. And we've got VirginiaRuleOfLaw.com, thousands of people signing up every day.
And, Corey, this is really breaking news that you're giving us, so let's go over the top of it again, just to recap for our viewers and people watching everywhere, even online, exactly what this means, not only for the Commonwealth, but for the nation. And that's the fact that ICE has responded to you, as well as the Department of Homeland Security. As you recall, Janet Napolitano reportedly hit the roof when she heard about this incident. So give us the details once again in terms of their response.
Well, we have been asking for the information for 3 years, repeatedly, about the disposition of the illegal aliens who have committed crimes. Once we handed those 3,000 individuals over to federal authorities, what did they do with them? Did they release them or what? They wouldn't respond. They always stiff-armed us. And now, after asking for this information and embarrassing the Obama administration on Fox News, apparently somebody's watching over there in the White House, and now they've agreed to release that information about the illegal aliens that they have let go after we've handed them over.
And the other important thing that you pointed out is that they will set up detention centers there throughout the Commonwealth to detain these people who should be actually sent back or deported to their native countries for coming here illegally to begin with. Corey Stewart?
I think it's, sure. Yeah, it's my pleasure.
Corey,
and the one thing I want to say is...
It's Jamie. I just want to ask, who's going to pay for those detention centers?
Well, you know, if you're going to pay taxes for anything, it should be for public safety. Ultimately, it needs to be the federal government that pays for these things, but you don't have to build full-fledged penitentiaries to hold illegal aliens. You simply need to build temporary detention facilities until these people can be deported. And this can be done very effectively and very inexpensively through public-private partnerships.
It's great you are talking to ICE and that things will move forward.
Well, thanks a lot. We're finally getting some progress here, and I want to make sure that people understand this is not the good men and women who work at immigration enforcement. This is Congress's fault and the president's fault for not fully funding ICE and not even giving them enough staff and resources to deport illegal aliens who we have apprehended, handed them over to the feds on a silver platter, and they simply let them go.
All right, Corey Stewart, thank you so much, sir. Good day to you.
Thank you.